Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine standing like right at the edge of the world, where the Arctic sun either never sets or, never rises. It paints the sky with colors you'd think only exist in dreams. It's a place where these dramatic landscapes meet a surprisingly vibrant, modern culture, creating experiences that feel almost unreal. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Tromso, Norway. You often hear it called the gateway to the Arctic, right? Sometimes even the northern Parises.
Yeah, and what's truly fascinating about Tromso, I think, is how it embodies this blend of extremes. It really challenges our ideas about Arctic life. I mean, it's way above the Arctic Circle, over 350 kilometers north. Yet, as we found in the sources, there's this warming influence from the Gulf Stream. It gives it winters that are, surprisingly mild. The material we looked at paints this vivid picture, a city steeped in history, tracing roots from Iron Age settlements all the way to being the celebrated launch pad for polar expeditions, and all while flourishing as this dynamic, sort of forward-looking modern hub.
And that creates such a unique identity, from its almost avant-garde architecture and really rich food traditions to that incredible dance of the northern lights and the sheer majesty of its fjords. Tromso genuinely offers something profound for, every kind of adventurer. Our mission today is to go beyond just the travel brochure stuff. We're distilling the most compelling insights, the surprising facts from everything we've gathered, to give you not just an overview, but hopefully a deeper understanding of this amazing Arctic gem. Prepare for a comprehensive, engaging journey into its soul, really. So let's anchor ourselves first. Tromso's geography. It's pretty remarkable. It's mainly on this small island, Tromsøya, but it also spills over onto the mainland and the bigger island of Kvaløya. But what really stands out, besides how far north it is how this island's set up, plus that Gulf Stream effect. It leads to a climate that's much more temperate than you'd expect. We're talking average winter temps around -3 Celsius and summer highs comfortably hitting like +15.
Exactly. And it's not just a climate quirk. This unique geography, or research really underscores this, has been absolutely fundamental. It's shaped Tromso's whole identity, its path. Just imagine its origins. This crucial fishing and trading post, its early trade routes went as far as Archangel in Russia. Then fast forward to the late 19th, early 20th centuries, and boom, it transforms into the undisputed center for Arctic exploration. Think of names like Nansen, Amundsen. Tromso was their last stop, before heading into the icy unknown. The city's essence, its resilience, that outward-looking spirit, it's all profoundly tied to its Arctic setting and that milder climate. And a surprising historical detail, it even served as the temporary capital for the Norwegian government during World War II. Impressively, it mostly avoided bombing, which is why so much of that charming old wooden architecture is still there. It's incredible, isn't it? A city of only, 70,000 people, pulling in over 1 million tourists a year. And what makes it so great for visitors is the city center itself. It's wonderfully compact, super walkable. It's mostly centered around Storgata, that pedestrian street. And right there, you still find those beautifully preserved, colorful, century-old wooden houses. Almost whispering stories, Standing right next to modern shops and lively microbreweries, it's where history feels alive, right alongside today.
Speaking of striking visuals, what was the most surprising thing you found about Tromso's skyline?
I was really drawn to the Arctic Cathedral. It looks so different for a church. It absolutely does. And that's what makes it so interesting, I think. The Arctic Cathedral, or Ishavskatedralen. Technically not a cathedral, it's a parish church. But its impact as a symbol for the city, immense. What's remarkable isn't just its modernist design yawning Sjorvig in the 60s with those 11 huge concrete slabs covered in aluminum, creating that triangular shape. Yeah, it really evokes snow-covered peaks or maybe ice flows. But it's how a city so rooted in ancient Arctic ways chose such a boldly modern statement for its spiritual heart. That's fascinating. It signals this forward-looking spirit but still deeply honors its environment. It's a real testament to Tromso's identity, tradition, and innovation side by side. Inside, that symbolism gets deeper, especially with Victor Spar's amazing stained glass window from '72. The number 3 echoes through it, depicting God's hand sending 3 rays of light onto Jesus and 2 figures. And beyond just being a church, it's a vibrant cultural spot too. They often have concerts blending traditional Norwegian and sacred music.
That's a brilliant way to put it. Tradition meeting innovation.
Exactly.
And right near that incredible building, you find another must-do. It really helps you grasp Tromso's scale. The Fjords cable car. It's so easy to get to. You can even walk across the iconic Tromso Bridge, which, get this, when it was built in 1960, was the northernmost bridge in Northern Europe. It really hits home just how far north you are, yet how connected it all feels.
Right. And the Fjellheisen whisks you up Mount Storsteinen 421 meters above sea level super quickly. The whole city and fjord landscape just unfolds below you in minutes. It's an instant immersion into the sheer scale of the Arctic. Once you're up top, the observation deck gives you these truly unobstructed sweeping views. Tromso, the bridge, the Arctic Cathedral, and that endless expanse of fjords and mountains. Just wow. And for those who, want a more physical connection, there's the Sherpa Trap.
Oh yeah, the Sherpa stairs.
Exactly, an impressive 1,200-step stone staircase built by Nepalese Sherpas. It's a tougher climb, but just as rewarding. And here's a little insider tip. The cozy Fjellstua Cafe up there, sometimes they give out free samples of traditional Norwegian caramel cheese.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a small, sweet touch to an already amazing experience.
What's really incredible about Fjellheisen is that it runs all year round, so you can experience that totally surreal midnight sun in summer or hour. For many people, it becomes the ultimate spot for chasing the northern lights in winter. Whether you're there for the sun that never sets or the lights dancing in the dark, that fresh Arctic air, it definitely builds an appetite. And when it comes to Tromso's food scene, well, prepare for a feast deeply connected to its surroundings. So is Tromso's food all about the incredible seafood, or are there other local flavors that really define the Arctic palate?
That's a great question. Because while the seafood is absolutely phenomenal, think perfectly seared Arctic cod caught that morning, succulent lobster, sea bass, all sorts of caviar. And of course, that universally loved smoked salmon. You'd definitely be missing out if you didn't explore other unique local things. Reindeer, for instance. It's served in surprisingly different ways. Hearty sausages, rich stews, even delicate carpaccio. Historically, whale meat was a pretty big staple for locals, and even today, some more adventurous restaurants might offer it as an exotic dish. You'll also find interesting, more casual stuff like fish burgers and fish cutlets, often served with potato sides. Potatoes are huge there.
That sounds like a proper culinary adventure. For a really unique deep dive into the food, we found this place called Eidhandel, described as a museum of Norwegian cuisine. Imagine stepping inside and trying up to 12 types of their own smoked salmon, each one slightly different, plus various artisan farm cheeses served with wild berry jam. It really connects you to the local landscape. For something more casual, but still really Arctic, Rakuten offers reindeer hot dogs by a warm outdoor fire, perfect for shaking off the chill. And for a good, affordable burger, Burga has this cool 8-bit game theme going on.
And if you fancy a drink, here's something crucial to know up front. Alcohol taxes in Norway are steep. Really steep. A glass of beer or wine can easily set you back over 100 Norwegian kroners. That's roughly, 10, 12 US dollars?
Wow, okay, good to know.
Yeah, but it hasn't stopped a really booming craft beer scene. Alhallen, the city's oldest bar, is right inside Mack's Brewery, which proudly calls itself the northernmost brewery in the world.
How cool is that?
Right. Imagine sipping a fresh Arctic ale in a place with so much history. You can also check out places like Bryggery 13 for their own unique Arctic brews. Or go a bit further to Bivros Aurora Spirit, one of the world's northernmost distilleries. They do tours and even have an outdoor jacuzzi with amazing views.
And for anyone with a sweet tooth, definitely seek out the pastries. They're often filled with local Arctic berries, or you find these delicate meringues. They're everywhere in local cafes and bakeries. A perfect match with strong Norwegian coffee after a day out exploring. Okay, but for many, the real pilgrimage to Tromso is to see the Northern Lights. It's a phenomenal spot for it, especially during that polar night, October to April. And while technically you might see them from anywhere if it's clear, getting away from the city lights is key, really makes a difference.